Hey everyone, it's Jerry here.
And Graham, and welcome back to your monthly Waterloo Region real estate market update, where we break down the latest numbers and explain what they actually mean for buyers and sellers.
So jumping into it, the February numbers are out and we're continuing to see a market that is definitely still adjusting. A little more balance, longer selling times, and some price adjustments compared to last year.
Cool. So let's jump into the numbers. Let's talk about what's happening in Waterloo Region housing market right now.
So looking at overall activity for the month of February, there were actually 339 homes that sold in February across the region. So that works out to be about an 8% decrease compared to February of last year.
And when we look at listings, we actually saw 737 new listings come onto the market, which is actually down 16% year over year. So fewer listings came on the market, but we're still seeing enough inventory for buyers to have a lot of options and better options than we've had in previous years.
Yeah, for sure. And when we look at pricing, that's the biggest question that we always get. What's the house worth? What's stuff selling for? The average price across all residential homes in February was about $727,000. So if you look at that from last year, it's down about 5.5%.
Okay, and if we break down by property type, single detached homes averaged about $862,000. Townhouses and condos averaged $523,000. Both categories saw price adjustments compared to last year, which is helping improve the affordability for any buyers right now that are in the market.
One of the biggest shifts that we have been seeing is how long homes are actually taking to sell right now. In February, homes took on average about 37 days to sell, which is about 50% longer than the same time last year.
That's nuts, okay. But that's a really important stat because it shows that the market isn't moving at the same speed as we saw a few years ago, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So buyers have more time to make decisions and they've got a little bit more negotiating power, and like I say, you can buy with safer conditions.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that inventory. How many homes are actually for sale on the market right now? At the end of February, there were about 1,284 homes that were for sale across the region. That also is about 8% lower from last year, but still significantly higher than we actually saw in the ultra tight markets of 21 and 22.
Yeah. And when we measure that in terms of supply, we're sitting at about 2.5 months of inventory when we look across all property types. That's generally considered a more balanced market compared to the extreme seller's market conditions that we all remember were a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does it all mean, right? If you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026, what do you do? For buyers, there are definitely more opportunities out there right now. You have more selection, you have more time to make that decision. You can get conditions in it and definitely have a little more negotiating power.
Yeah, and for sellers, homes are still selling, but pricing and presentation are just way more critical than they used to be. The days of putting a home on the market, just any home, and expecting multiple offers over a weekend are mostly behind us, unless you've got a strong marketing strategy, and that just really matters more than ever.
Mm-hmm. So if you are thinking about making a move this year and you want to understand what your home might be worth in today's market and what you can do to get more eyes on it, definitely let us know.
Yeah, or if you're just wondering whether now is a good time to buy,
feel free to reach out anytime. We're always happy to have a conversation and help you make the right decision for your situation.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again on the next market update.